last episode of Dusk Series, rewatch.
May I come in?
You're late.
That's supposed to be Evelyn, and guess who shows up?
You look well.
I just returned from a light lunch.
I must say, your new accommodations
Yep.
are an improvement.
Michael.
Much better than the castle. The place was always a bit dank and drafty. This is far more sophisticated and elegant.
As you know, I must keep moving, but I can assure you I didn't send you here to discuss decor.
Yes. Then why did you summon me?
I'm not pleased with your recent endeavors.
Well, Evie, that would matter if your opinion held some significance.
It's been a while since I rewatched this, really, even though I've seen a little bit of it recently, but
Now may I continue?
I believe Evelyn and Michael working together in this one. Well, then again, they are.
I want you to leave the witch alone.
Do not call her that. It demeans
Mal.
what she truly is.
That is why what you're doing is so dangerous.
Evie, you know I have control. I never lost it.
You overestimate yourself yet again.
No. I know our bond. She died for me. Allowed
That's
herself
why
consumed by
there's
the
a connection.
flames upon hearing news of my death.
Yes, and Cornelia should have left her corpse rotting on that stake.
You know as I do. Cornelius seeks his own agenda.
Shadow Walker.
does whatever he can for
And
me.
Cornelius is the
He
chief, by the
knows that
way.
she's the only weapon he has if Majestic turns against him.
That may repel his insanity. Less repels yours.
Do not use that terminology. That makes our relationship profane. What we share is not lust.
What then? Obsession? Because surely it's not love.
What is love?
Love is what mortals use to define things they do not understand. What we share is indescribable.
I would disagree with him.
Cheap words and erotic labels only lessen it.
But yet,
Your heart is black like night, not black as night. That's the void that replaced it.
but yet,
That's why your brother failed
love
you.
can be misunderstood in that category the way Michael says it.
And yet here we are, me drawn to her like a moth to a flame.
You will undoubtedly be consumed just like that hapless insect would.
No. No, what I see is new era. When we are united, and we will be, a child will be conceived, just as the prophecy foretold. A magnificently
And
treacherous
at the end,
child
in
who will
time,
usher about a new immortal empire.
One that will destroy us.
No, Evie. He will be the only thing to save us. I know what Alexander's planning. You know what Alexander's planning. He yearns for the throne like a dying man yearns for his last fleeting moment of life. If he succeeds, everything you've done will fail. Is that what you want?
No. Alexander can't have what he wants.
Alexander fights for positions of power. He cares nothing for our people. He would lord over them like his father did, rather than treat them as you do. So, my proposition has an advantage for you.
And what is that?
I have no interest in raising this child. Kings and kingdoms, rules and rulers, those are for lesser men who seek to validate their existence. But I can give you the child, give you something you could never bear on your own. You raise him. His allegiance will be to you. And then, only then, Evie, will you be their savior. For whatever reason, You wish to save them.
You would make this covenant with me?
Have I ever lied to you before?
No. But how can I trust you? Seeing how willing you are to sacrifice your own kid to achieve your goals, how would I measure it? Will I suffer the same fates?
You know, Evie, that would never happen. Not with the bargain that we have. That has never failed. Gabriel deserved death. His punishment was for betrayal, an act that offered no penance, that offered no... He was the greatest threat to what you planned.
Sorry about this, guy. There are some technical difficulties.
Because of that,
He was just
Hold on.
the Bloodstone. Thankfully, he died before we ever knew anything about it.
No, but our enemies may have. Jessica hasn't walked away.
Evie, as promised, the stone will be yours soon enough.
We shall see. Till then, join me in the toast to seal our covenants.
And the brew?
Innocent and pure, robust with pure harvest just today.
It smells of fresh fear. So, my dear, let us make a new toast to a new era, a new society.
No, to a new and final legacy.
Sorry for the errors, but... Alright, enough said. This is the epilogue of episode 1. Season 1. Excuse me. Sorry, James. My bad. This is the epilogue to the Dusk Series Season 1, Episode 14. And we see Michael, the vampire, with Evelyn, whom I assume is either someone that is over him or a partner. But what we saw here is simple. End time prophecy. They talked a prophecy, a child they would bear. And what I've heard from the After Dusk series, that child is supposedly the Antichrist. And they are worried that Gabriel and Alexander will be in their way. That's Michael and Evelyn being worried. Also, Michael has this obsession with Mal, or Maleficus, the witch, but don't call her that in person. Also, they never mentioned anything about Fenton, so it's obvious that to them, Fenton is no risk. For Cornelius, though, he is a risk if he and Gabriel work together a plan to stop those two. But it's only season 1, and they plan to have 6 seasons. So, theory time.
Theory time with A.J. Markle.
My theory is that in the next season, while Fenton will have a darker side to him, and the other characters will go down dark paths, it will be much, much harder for Mal to resist the desires that Michael has for her. And as later seasons go on, they will come together, and they will have that child. But that child, as it grows, will turn against them and eventually annihilate, eventually leading to the final season where they have to fight the child whose goal is destruction and power. That is my theory for how the Dusk Series will end. I don't know if that's how they want to end, but it will make sense as if the characters will go down a dark path, then they make a turn and realize that they got to get their acts together and control themselves, especially with Fenton, who, as they said, is the only good guy in the whole thing. He had to stand up and face his fears before he faces the greatest adversary, which is not going to be Michael, in my opinion. Anyway, that's it. If If you guys enjoyed this, thumbs up. And I'm very sorry again. There were some technical difficulties on the Facebook website of their episode, so I have no idea what happened there, but Facebook sometimes is just being a pill. But hope you guys like it. This is AJ Marco signing off. God bless you guys. You guys rock. Don't forget it.